Am I the asshole? For asking my SIL to pay me for the cost of hair and skin oils she threw out. I and my husband Alex have allowed my SIL Julie to stay in our house due to her SDBX kicking her out after filing for divorce. Julie still has her job, but doesn't want to go through the ordeal of getting a new apartment while dealing with her SDBX, and we didn't want her to have to stay in the hotel during that. I'm Indian, and Alex and the rest of his family are white. I feel like that may be relevant to what happened here. I use oils for most of my hair and skin care. I also use chemically manufactured products, but I found that it's better for my hair and skin. That's also how my mother cared for me when I was younger. Julie disapproves of this and thinks that I'm just going around town an oily and greasy mess, despite me repeatedly explaining why I do this to her. She's tried to convince me to switch to all chemical products she uses, but I politely decline each time. When I woke up today after sleeping in with Alex, I walked into our shared bathroom and saw the case of my oils was not there. I looked further around the bathroom to see where it could be and asked my husband if he had moved it. Alex said no, and that's when I went into the living room and asked Julie about the case. Julie gave me a smirk and told me that she had woken up early this morning and took my case out of the bathroom to drive to the other side of the community we live in and dump it into the garbage bin there. I was tired and thought she was joking until Julie bragged about it, saying that she did me a favor and that I wouldn't have to use such uncivilized ways of taking care of myself. X200B. Once her words sunk in, I was pissed and called Alex into the room to explain to him what she did. Alex seemed disappointed, but not surprised about what Julie did and told her what she did was disrespectful. Julie tried to defend herself, saying that she only did what she thought was best, and it shouldn't be such a big deal. I cut her off, saying that I wanted her to give me $76, which was the cost of the oils, so I could replace them. Julie got nervous and said she was in a tight spot financially so she couldn't pay me back right away. I said that was fine, but I expected her to pay me at some point. After a small back and forth, Julie eventually packed a bag and said she'd be staying in a hotel to give me time to cool down and realize how irrational I was being. A few hours later, my Mill and Phil scolded me for making Julie uncomfortable in my home and that I shouldn't force her to pay for something so small. My husband asked his mom how she'd feel if Julie tossed out the hundreds of dollars of skincare she owned because Julie thought it wasn't good for her. X200B. My Mill just replied with "That's different," before telling us that I should apologize and then hanging up. Edit: my Mill and Phil are paying for Julie's hotel and apparently are going to do so until she comes back to our house. Not the asshole. She stole your items. It doesn't matter if she used them, gave them away or trashed them. She stole your items and you don't have them anymore. This is after you graciously let her live in your house. That's different? Bullshit. Something so small? Then the Phil Mill can give you the $76 tight spot financially? Then maybe not incur costs by stealing other people's shit? She thought was best. How about not doing that in someone else's house? Does she throw out things she doesn't approve of in every host's house or just yours? I am curious why her ex threw her out, but I have my suspicions. D. Not the asshole. She stole from you. She stole from you. When confronted with that fact, she decided she would rather pay roughly the equivalent of what she stole from you to a hotel for a room to stay in so that she could wait out your anger. She's so ridiculously in the wrong here, but yet also so fabulously stubborn that she sounds like she's willing to die on this hill. Let her. Not the asshole. Don't apologize, don't ever let SIL back into your home, and don't let go of the money she owes you for your cosmetics. SIL is snotty and self-righteous, and if you let this slide this time, it will only get worse from here. Same for your Mill. If it is so small, then she should have no problems to pay for the damages herself. She is toxic AF. Your husband is standing behind you. That's a great relief. Maybe go North Carolina with SIL and at least LC with Mill. You haven't done anything wrong. Fuck your Mill, Phil and double fuck that SIL. I tell Alex I want her out. That's such a crossing of obvious boundaries, you don't know what's coming next. Not the asshole, and Julie is an ungrateful brat. She has money to stay at a hotel but not pay you back. For things she stole from you? Even white people use oils to care for their skin and hair, so that's no excuse, and her saying that you're uncivilized is just racist. Don't let her back in, she can fend for herself. So toss out all of SIL's chemical-laden products and tell her to stay at the Dawn Hotel. She was a guest in your home and abused your hospitality. She stole those products from you, and you have no reason to trust her on your home. Not to mental the my way is better racist superiority it reeks of. Not the asshole, and none of them should be allowing in your home until they understand how awful her behalf was and make amends. Not the asshole. 2 points. How can Julie afford a hotel but not the $76 replacement cost? It's different because it's Mills, not yours. Rolling eyes face. Not the asshole. Sounds like Julie's parents are getting a new roommate. My Mill and Phil are paying for Julie's hotel and apparently are going to do so until she comes back to our house. Well, they better be prepared with a bankroll because that should never happen. There is no reason that Julie should ever be permitted back in your home. It's your home and she's made you uncomfortable with her unacceptable boundary stomping. This is not a trivial issue. The money is a side issue. The fact that your white in-laws all think that disrespecting you is different should be a warning to you and to your husband. Not the asshole. Not the asshole, and anytime somebody says just let it go, it's so small, the response is easy, I agree, it's so small, just pay what you owe. Or agree that if it's so much you can't pay it, well, then it's not really all that small, so pay what you owe. This is called play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Definitely not the asshole, since she came into your home and decided to steal and discard your property. You and your husband should ban her from coming back till she gives you the $76. As for the parents-in-law, you might want to do the same with them since they want to side with your SIL. Not the asshole, and let her remain in the hotel. She doesn't get to come back to your home until she repays you. She clearly has money if she's staying in a hotel. Not the asshole. She stole from you. Ban her from your house. So, she's in a tight spot financially, but she can afford a hotel room? If she is uncomfortable in your home, I'm sure your in-laws will welcome her in theirs. Throwing away anyone's personal property is bad enough, especially when you're a guest in their home, but throwing out the hair products of a wok, that's just heinous. Tell your in-laws that you don't apologize to racists, which includes them along with Julie. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Julie shouldn't be coming back to your house. She still thinks she didn't do anything wrong. I would be petty as F right now and text her that you threw something of hers away. And then ask her how long she has been racist. Don't apologize and don't let her move back in. She can go live with her parents. Not the asshole. And never let her in again. Whether she pays you back or not. My Mill just replied with that's different. It's different, all right. Yours is worse cause it's based on racism. Before telling us that I should apologize and then hanging up. Nice to know she's racist too. Edit cause I hit post too quick. Not the asshole. Wow. How long has your SIL been related to a person of color that she figures should follow the same beauty regimen as she? It is not her place to approve or disapprove. It's her reality to get a danged grip. Since she likely isn't going to be immediately converted to respecting your differences, let alone celebrating them, she needs to cough up some money. Now. She would be unhoused if she did not pay me back immediately and then get a life that does not involve messing with my stuff, or denigrating my ethnicity. Apologize? Julie should go live with them. Not the asshole, obviously. House guests shouldn't get in the habit of disposing of their host's possession. They should just thank them instead. But I don't understand. She can't pay you $76 but she can just grab a hotel room no problem.